Hello everyone, welcome to Defense Studies. So today again we will be covering another new topic for report writing for the CAPF Assistant Commandant exam. The topic is water scarcity and access to drinking water. This topic was asked in 2019 and this particular video will remain in English only because many of the candidates they demanded, sir, please make video in English, because at times many candidates belongs to other part of the country, maybe in southern states and in the northeastern states, so they are not very much comfortable in Hindi. So this particular video is dedicated to those candidates only. So the second paper, it consists of around 200 marks, and your report writing, it lies in part B, that is comprehension, precis writing, and your simple grammar and other aspect of language testing. So your report, which are around 20 marks, so you get around 2 reports in the exam and each is 10 marks. So total is 20 marks of report will be asked in CAPF Assistant Commandant exam of 2022. So there are things you should keep in mind while writing report. First is title, which reflect the theme of the report. So if you get a topic like this, that is water scarcity and access to drinking water, it itself is a title. So no need to give another new title because it is only a theme. So you can write directly this in examination hall. Second is accurate fact. Can you write any particular report without having accurate facts? Yes, you can write it, because there are times, like if you talk about this particular topic, that is water scarcity and access to drinking water, you don't know exact facts. Okay, what are the areas which are affected and how many people are affected due to this, and how many household connection are in our country which are having the direct access to the drinking water. So you do not know the data. So you can use your imagination and your GS knowledge in that. Third is focus on one topic. That is, you need to focus on one particular topic, that is the water scarcity plus the access to drinking water. You cannot divert from this topic. Fourth is action should be in chronological order. Here we do not see any action, that is because there is no event. It is a general topic. You will not be surprised if this particular topic may be asked in your essay topics also. So this is a general theme. Here you can avoid this, that is chronological order, because there is no chronology, there is no event. So you can avoid this particular point here. It is mainly this, all things are depending on your topic. If topic demands that there should be some chronology, then you need to write your action, your report in a chronological order. Fifth is write good action verbs. You need to write good action verb which denotes certain actions in that particular events. You need to use very good adjectives which also denotes action in that, so that your particular report will stand out. Then only you will get a selection. If around 3 lakh candidates are writing this exam, you need to stand out, because many of the candidates write only very generic report. So in the end they are getting very less marks. Sixth is write in past tense. You need to write your report in a past tense, but there is one exception. If there is one universal fact and if the action of the past is still valid in present, then you need to write present tense. You understand? Seventh is passive voice. You need to write your sentences in passive form. Eighth is shorter sentences is required in your report writing. Ninth is you need to write in formal way. You cannot use your slangs, your very informal language you cannot use in the report writing. 10th is can give suggestion. Can you give suggestion in your report? Yes, of course you can give some suggestion, but your suggestion should be logical, it should be reasonable. Now the other this important thing is there are many doubts of the candidates. First is what should be word limit. Word limit, it is clearly given, you have to write in 200 words. You can write less than 200 words also, but not more than 200 words. Second is authenticity of data, fact and figure. You can compromise somehow on the authenticity of data, fact and figure in certain instances, but it will be wiser if you write more authentic data. Third is can we write in point format? No, you cannot write in point format. You need to write only in paragraph format. Fourth is what to write if you don't know the actual facts. You can use your imagination also. Fifth is can we use heading in report? No, a big no, you cannot use a heading. You just need to provide the title. Sixth is should we write in Hindi or English? It's a bit problem for Hindi medium students because English is a nightmare for them. So you need to write the report only in English, but you have a choice to write in Hindi or English only in essays. Seventh is, how can we remember this much data? Because there are many events unfolding in our country. There are so many events, like in certain part of the country there is a disaster, certain point of a country there is a new crises are emerging. So how can we remember this much data? How can we follow up this much current affairs? So you just need to read your newspaper, and from there only you can develop some insights of this particular situation. Like suppose this particular topic is asked, water scarcity and access to drinking water. How many things you can remember regarding this particular topic? Already, if a candidate start writing this on this particular report, he will imagine only that certain part of a country like northwestern states and southern states, they are mostly affecting due to this water scarcity and access to drinking water. So here your role of imagination will come. Next point is, do we get negative marks in paper 2? Yes. If you somehow breach the word limit, if you're writing more than 200 words in your report, and also if you keep on writing in the border areas, like there are certain lines given specifically, suppose this, if you start writing beyond this line, then you will get a negative mark. So the last point is, can we do grammatical mistake in report writing? No, you cannot do a grammatical mistake. In the end, you will get negative marks. Now the format of report writing. You just need to give a title, then thereafter a byline, means who has written this particular report. You should write XYZ, do not write your name. Next is date, place and time. Thereafter you have to write introduction. Introduction, you can use these 3 words. It will be very handy for you if you use where, when and why. If you answer these 3 words, your introduction will be very good. Thereafter body. In body you have to write around 3 to 4 paragraphs and each of 30 words. And you have to write in a way that these 3 situations will be reflected in your report. That is, who has participated, what has happened and how did it go. Last is conclusion. You can suggest some suggestion and opinions, mainly on some this logical ground, and also on they should be very reasonable. So the today's topic is water scarcity and access to drinking water. Before that, we need to discuss some report. This important cutting of a newspaper of Indian Express, in which this particular news was shared, that is, water crisis is becoming a problem for center. So you can use your current affair knowledge while writing report, like groundwater scarcity looms over 145 villages in Maharashtra. So many of you must be aware that in 2016, Latur, a district of Maharashtra, it was very badly, severely affected by this water problem. So water scarcity was there in Latur. So what happened is, center had intervened in that particular situation and they sent a water train for that particular district. Another is, getting all Indians tap water may be desirable, but what really need is safe drinking water. So it has also reflected our theme of the topic, that is access to drinking water. It is also a theme of this particular report. So you can use your current knowledge. Next is, why India can't fix water scarcity without fixing agriculture? Because agriculture is a major partner in extracting the water. That is, 90% of the drinking water is consumed by agriculture only. So it is a bigger stakeholder in that. How India's longest water train is coming to Latur? So this is also a current affair. That is 50 wagon water train carrying 25 lakh liter water. And these are small incidents like Mumbai no water supply in western suburb, and a new India where all citizens have an equal shot at pursuit of their own happiness, and Rajasthan women killed in scuffle over drinking water. So these small incidents you can also highlight. It is mainly dependent on your approach, which particular event you want to highlight in your report. Another is Chennai private water tankers on indefinite strike. Now the composite water management index. This particular report was released by Niti Aayog in August 2019 in collaboration with Ministry of Jal Shakti and Ministry of Rural Development. They have talked about the practice, the water management practice throughout the India. That is, which states are doing better in water harvesting, which state are under water scarce or under water stress, the stressed region. Now we directly talk about this report. So this page I have taken from the specimen given by the UPSC booklet. So water scarcity and access to drinking water, this is the title. Thereafter I have written the byline, then date, then place. In the introduction I have written some authentic data, that if you know some indices and report, then it is very handy for you, because it will show that you have credible data, and you are writing in a way that most this journalism fraternity are doing nowadays. So the World Resource Institute published a report recently. So I am answering 3 keywords which I have introduced in the format, that is where, when, why. So where, when, why. So when is recently, World Resource Institute, and why. So why this particular this report is important for us? It has put India under water stressed nation category with 13th rank across the world. And thereafter I have introduced Niti Aayog. So it shows more credibility to my report. So Niti Aayog also termed faulty water management, outdated agricultural practices, industrialization major reason for water scarcity. So this is the answer of why. Thereafter I have introduced my body. Across India, northwestern states and southern states are mostly affected due to erratic rainfall pattern, climate change, anthropogenic activities, and thereafter there has been increase in domestic water fights like in Rajasthan and Mumbai and in Delhi, and among people and interstate disputes we have seen between Punjab and Haryana, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu over Kaveri water river sharing. Thereafter many remote areas and rural areas lacked access to drinking water through tap water, which had restricted their development journey. Now the another paragraph of the body is government took cognizance of the water scarcity. Now I have introduced the introduction of the government. So what government had done? So government, now again I have followed the stakeholder approach. Government, now the regulatory bodies like Central Water Commission, NGT, State Pollution Control Board, and the help of this foreign nation like Israel, who are doing very good work in water management. Now the government took cognizance of the water scarcity and accessibility and started schemes like Jal Jeevan Mission, and also encourage farmer to grow water efficient crop. Not only this local self government, they are also a part of this stakeholder approach. They promoted water harvesting technique among villagers and city dwellers. Now the Central Water Commission comes into picture. NGT, State Pollution Control Board, were also advised to check illegal extraction of groundwater by industries and some in domestic areas also. Now the foreign collaboration with Israel to implement micro irrigation techniques in agriculture, which consume 90% of water resources, is underway. So the foreign collaboration with Israel is underway. This is the way you should write one particular report in the given examination hall. If you want to learn the art of essay writing, you can go on this playlist, essay writing for CAPF paper 2, and also you can download this app, and there we conduct lot of all India open tests for CAPF examination. And if you want to PDF of this particular lecture, you can go